Throughout the 2011 and 2012 NCAA college football seasons, Tavon Austin was the most prolific and exciting player to watch. I remember being 7 years old trying to figure out and learn the game of football and turning on the TV and watching West Virginia destroy everybody. And if they did get blown out on the other games, Tavon Austin would make up for that because he would have 200 receiving yards and over 100 special teams yards, and why not add 50 rushing yards to that and a couple of touchdowns. He was so exciting to watch and one of my favorite players growing up from that 8-year-old age of me just learning the game of football, and starting off with him was very, very exciting. But after that, in the 2013 NFL Draft, Tavon Austin was drafted 8th overall by the St. Louis Rams. He was supposed to be their number one receiver for a rebuilding team that had one piece missing from both sides of the ball away from a contending team. And people believed that the nickname Pocket Rocket would be that missing piece on the offensive side of the ball. To start off his career, he was very, very effective, used in the running back receiver style, having 40 receptions, 418 yards, and 4 touchdowns, which was very, very expected of when we have a first-round pick receiver who's going to have an average rookie year. He would have 151 rushing yards and a single touchdown on the rushing end, and he had high expectations going into the 2014 football seasons. He would have 31 receptions for 242 yards and 0 touchdowns. And on the rushing end, he would have 224 yards and 2 touchdowns. People already had him in the conversation as a bust. And it was a really, really bad look on the St. Louis Rams since they were that one piece away on both sides of the ball from contending in the NFC. In 2015, people proposed that he would be the breakout player of the year and really explode into the St. Louis Rams offense. People had high expectations, including Tavon Austin, who came out back then saying, "This is going to be my best year." And he sure did. To me, this was his best season of his career. He had 52 receptions for 473 yards and 5 touchdowns, with 4 rushing touchdowns, and a career-high 434 rushing yards. Special teams throughout this point of his career where he was not good. He wasn't as electric as he was at West Virginia. And going into 2016, the new brand, Jared Goff, LA, once again, high expectations. People say either 2015 or 2016 was his best season. Personally, I think it was 2015. But in 2016, he had a career-high 106 targets, but only 58 catches for 509 yards with 3 touchdowns. And on the rushing end, only had 159 yards and a touchdown. So overall, as a whole in 2015, he was much better at receiving, rushing than he was overall in just yards in 2016. In 2017, very, very, very bad. He would only start 9 of the 16 games he played with only 13 receptions for 47 yards. Not many rushing yards either. And he would later be traded to the Dallas Cowboys for a 6th-round pick on draft night. Tavon also was very, very happy and excited to go to Dallas, go to the Big D going into the 2018 season. Dallas was hoping to use him as a hybrid like he was coming into the league and really, really had high hopes for him. Offensive coordinator at the time, Scott Linehan, going into the 2018 season, wanted to use him as effectively as possible and wanted to get the most out of his career left for the 29-year-old at the time. Disappointment, only played in 7 games, as he switched to the number 10 position with only 140 yards and 2 touchdowns on 8 significant catches. Dealing with injuries, a decent amount of rushing yards as well, and a rushing touchdown. There was the high expectations for him going into 2019, just like every single year. This was make or break. He is 30 years old now. He has to have a good year in 2019 to solidify his career in the league and have a comeback as a free agent the following year, because the Dallas Cowboys, after the 2018 season, did give Tavon Austin a 1-year extension. giving him that 1-year extension gave him a boost. He was healthy. Tavon Austin came out and said he was ready. And to me, as a Cowboys fan, he was a disappointment. 13 receptions, 177 yards, 1 touchdown. And on the rushing end, or that was receiving end, on the rushing end, 6 carries for 47 yards. And now Tavon Austin is sitting in free agency with a couple rumors around him. A couple rumors was that the Rams may go back and pick him up as he would fit their system even more now. And I think that would be a good fit. Him to go back to the Rams would be cool. I think a team that should pick him up is the Pittsburgh Steelers. A team that has Juju, Ryan Switzer, Deontay Johnson, and all those guys. I think that type of player would fit perfect. Or a team like Kansas City Chiefs that rely on speed for everything. But Tavon Austin was one of my favorite players. Like I said in the beginning of the video. You know, that I was a kid learning the game of football, actually like focusing in it, like watching film at that young of an age. And turning on the TV on a Saturday night, watching Tavon Austin light up every single opponent was so cool and so fun to me. It was an eye-opener for football. I really hope Tavon Austin can revive his career. I think a team like Pittsburgh, a team like Kansas City would be perfect for him. And if he doesn't get signed before this season, I find it hard that he will see an NFL snap again, as sad as it is to say. But I do want to thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down below what player I should do next. Or comment down below your favorite moments of Tavon Austin. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out. Peace.